folks, it's Jackie, the Hot Tub Lady. I'm here to show you the advanced features on the Utopia series hot tub. This is actually a great hot tub and it can do a million things, but we'll give you some of the quick overview options. I'm going to start with some of the cool thing. If you hit the options button, that brings up the temperature and the setup. And what we want to do is we're actually going to go into the setup. So there's some cool things you can do in here. The first one I'm going to talk about is the summer timer mode. That is something that we don't want on in the Midwest. But if you ever turn that on, get into the setup, turn that off. That'll actually show you a little sundial on there if it's set up. You really don't want that on because what that does is it turns your heater off for 8 hours a day, and it's really important that you don't do that. Another really cool feature is the spa lock button. If you turn that on, what that does is it turns the entire hot tub off and nobody can get into it. So like nothing works now. Now this is a big one because once that is set, the only way to get that off is to actually know this secret. And so to turn the spa lock off, you hit the options and the light button at the same time and you hold them down for about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. That actually takes you back and then everything's going to work again, but that's the only way you can get out of there. The brightness, that actually controls how bright the display is on the actual control panel, so if you'd like to change that, you definitely can. In here, when you go to the more, there's some really cool things you can do here. You can change the language if you really want to mess with one of your buddies. This is something you can do here. If not, otherwise leave it where it's at. You have the auto clean cycle, and what that is that's a cycle. So if I turn this on, at the time that the hot tub was actually powered up, it will actually run the whole hot tub for 10 minutes, 24 hours every day. So every 24 hours the hot tub will run for 10 minutes. It starts with the air blower like it did right there, and then it goes into jet pump 1 and then jet pump 2. And it'll actually run for 10 minutes. With that air blower, it's a pretty good idea to actually run that. It's not something you have to do, but so tonight I'm doing this at 8 o'clock at night. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock at night, it's going to do the same thing without me having to do anything to it. If you don't want that to do that, all you do is in this auto clean cycle, turn that off and you're ready to go. And then there's an auto exterior lights. So if you want to use your hot tub for some really cool nightscaping and that type of thing, you can actually have the lights come on at a certain time every night and it'll run for 6 hours. They're LEDs, they're never going to burn out, but it'll just be the exterior lights. So these lights here, but it's kind of a cool feature that you can do. You can look at your hot tub, it can be closed and you can have it be scrolling through the lights, and that's pretty awesome. So you can turn that on and that's kind of neat. To get out of that, then the other things that you want to do, these are pretty self-explanatory. Jets we went over in the other feature. We're going to go into the lights a little bit. So there's some really cool stuff you can do with the lights on the Utopia series. Once you get into the light menu, then you can go into each and every one of the zones. So we can start with the exterior lighting. We can turn them off if we want them off. We can turn them on if we want them on. You can change the color of the exterior lighting. I'm going to put everything to loop right now, and we can turn what dimmer we want those on. So I'm putting everything to loop right now. So right now I've just got the exterior going, and then we're going to go into underwater lights. Same thing, I'm going to change all the colors. The loop is on, I want the dimmer on 3. We're going to go into lighting options again. Then I want the top side controls, so these here, we're going to do that. We're going to change those so they're looping. And then we're going to do one more, the waterfall. And I want to change that so it's looping. And then the entire hot tub is now scrolling through the colors. Sometimes it takes a second or two, but it all loops together, and it's just a super awesome feature that you can do. So there's your lights. You can go back, that gets you out of anything. And then there's the cleanup cycle, which this is just absolutely awesome, my favorite feature on the hot tub. What this is a 10-minute cycle. You should hit this every time after you get out of the hot tub. So use your hot tub, love your hot tub, enjoy it every day, but when you're done, hit this cleanup button. And what that does is it turns the jets on for 10 minutes. Those 10 minutes clean up the entire hot tub, get everything moving to the filter. I personally love to use it as a snooze button. I get up in the morning, have my coffee, hit that clean up button twice, and then it's time to come in and sell some hot tubs. That's just the way to go. If you want to turn that off, hit your clean button, that turns that off, and that gives you a really good idea of the control system for the Utopia series. Lots more to come. Stay tuned. Jackie the Hot Tub Lady.